Hello, friends, people of the internet. Welcome to our show. My name is Adrian, and I'm joined by
Jerry.
And this week, due to popular demand, we are doing Preacher's Daughter by Ethel, Cain, which is her debut album. I know very little. I know she's pretty popular at the moment. We've been getting comments to do this album since the beginning, so we decided to finally do it.
One of the comments was my daughter Kira.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then she started playing me one of the songs. I'm like, stop. Must save for the debut. So that's what we're doing. I know there's a lot of religious themes in this album. No, I don't know much.
Sorry. Yeah, we're in the same boat.
I have the same kind of nervous energy I did before the first time I listened to Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, as always, the full version plus other miscellaneous goodies is on our Patreon. Shall we get into it?
Yeah, that sounds good.
This is track 1, Family Tree Intro.
These crosses all over my body remind me of who I used to be, but he cannot escape his mother's blood.
She's a lovely voice.
Yeah, she does. Wow. So, who goes first?
You got this.
Okay, so she's talking about religion. She's talking about the bloodline of Jesus. She's talking about her own personal faith. It seems like it doesn't feel like a happy place. Like emotionally, the music lends itself to feeling like exposed and alone and sad and slow at the same time. It starts with deep bass at the very beginning, and then kind of southern preacher talking.
But like distorted in like such a creepy way.
Yeah, and then as the song progresses, it gets a little bit more open. At the end, you get some big drum fills. But overall, the whole feeling is religion, this thing that's created and meant to make people come together and feel a connection, is not having this impact on Ethel Cain.
It's a thing that was made to bring people together, but also simultaneously isolates a lot of people, which I think is what she's expressing.
Yeah, like if you have your own thoughts.
Yeah.
Or thoughts that aren't exactly the same as the church.
It felt dark and moody, and it almost felt like heavy, like a gray cloud. It's great, lovely vocals.
It felt like the cover looks like brown tones and darkness.
Yeah, really cool cover. This is track 2, American Teenager.
I like the bright guitars.
Mm-hmm. That synth that's holding throughout his... great. This is great.
The guitar parts sound like Journey or something from the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, yeah. And the drums, yeah. Yeah, like the huge stadium drums, like what you were saying.
Also felt way more empowering than the first track.
Yeah.
But didn't start so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a weird place with this because I really want to catch the lyrics, but I want to stare at the lyrics the whole time. Can you go first?
To me, it felt like a CCM song, like a contemporary, like Christian song.
Oh, holy cow, did it ever.
Right? But it felt like it's almost like ironic, at this point with, given the context of the album, but, it felt like her like reclaiming it or something. I don't know. Like it felt like it had that energy, at least to me.
Totally. Now that you say it, yeah, like I was a little bit confused. But now I'm not. I was blind, but now I see.
I like it. Like that chorus is great. Like it's just easy, fun listening.
The line "make believe" was in there as well, and make believe usually means like something that isn't real. Religion kind of does seek to make you believe a certain set of doctrines and things about the world. So her using the phrase "make believe" there was pretty amazing.
And she has incredible vocals.
Yeah,
It's just lovely.
yeah, kind of the same realm as Polacek.
I was gonna say that intro with like the vocal ad-libs, I was like, this kind of is sounding similar to Caroline.
Yeah. I am going to just admit this. Like, first of all, my daughter Kira suggesting this, I think I know why she suggested this. She knew that this would be a journey for me. This is like the lyrics are like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then I can't listen to the music. I'm, what? Huh? I feel like I'm scrambling a little bit. She's speaking some really interesting truths about growing up in religion, in faith.
Also, I should say, we both have never heard this. I don't think I said that at the intro, but this is a first listen for both of us. This is track 3, A House in Nebraska.
Been there, done that. Morrissey started songs like this before. Or the Smiths.
Mm-hmm.
And I still call home that house in Nebraska, where we found each other on a dirty mattress on the second floor. And I lie to her and say that I'm doing fine, when really I'd kill myself to hold you one more time. I died tonight, then I die yours. So I
She knows how to create an atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like, these little background vocals, so great. So great.
Like agony.
Yeah.
And if you notice musically, it's piano chord, drum kit.
It's
Maybe-
pretty sparse.
Yeah.
But it fills it, And her voice, man.
She's in a lower register. Every once in a while, she pulls it and goes up. But
And she really puts that, like, feeling into it, the delivery, too.
drums are almost like a heartbeat.
Yeah. There's not like tons going on, but it just feels massive. It's really something.
I wonder if it's about a relationship with a human or if it's a relationship with her faith. At first I thought, oh, this is about a boy. But I'm like, well, we don't hear how they broke up and we don't hear what happened. And it kind of reminded me of Michael Stipe's Losing My Religion from early REM.
Okay.
That's me in the corner, that's me in the spotlight. It almost felt like she's lamenting something so hard that it's such a huge part of her life and she's lost it. I guess because I've never felt that way about a person. Do you know what I mean? Like I've had breakups and they hurt for, a couple weeks, but this sounds like years. What about you? Why'd you think it was about a boy or a person?
I mean, the more you say it, I don't know. I guess just because of the specific details.
Like your mother called?
second floor. Yeah, your mother called.
The dirty bed's a tough one. Like
Yeah,
when you
that
lay in a
is.
dirty bed with God.
And some points of that song, it felt like it was just her and a piano singing into like an abyss or something.
Totally.
And just like this emptiness, but at the same time, fullness.
I really like how you pulled out the other voices going on in the background, because I kind of just didn't notice them until you said it, and then they became top of mind, and they were really amazing. And if I may, when we talked, it was the third time we'd heard the same chorus when we did our little talk thing back and forth during the song. So we weren't talking through any new material, and then we stopped right before the bridge.
We have track 4, which is Western Nights.
This feels like The Cure to me. Like, this is the second one about love, loss, different situation. Is it a metaphor? Is it real? And empty, like really sparse and empty. Dark.
Dark, brooding, moody. She can really create atmosphere. There's points where this like white noise or actual field recordings of like a freeway, but from a distance, or air or wind or something was in there.
Yeah.
That came in at certain points, which was nice.
Dude, I'm thinking my kid listening to this, my daughter, I'm thinking, I hope you never feel like this about a guy. I totally dadded that whole song. I'm just like, no, you don't need to feel. You could just leave. You, come on.
I will say out of the first 4, that's probably my least favorite one, just because maybe it has to do with the track listing. I feel like we felt like maybe we needed some like a break after the last track. I think it might be more of like a placement issue for me. So this is track 5, Family Tree.
These crosses all over my body
It's lower than the first.
remind me of who I used to be. Give myself
Less obscure to more clean.
down to the river and bathe me clean. Put me on the back of your white horse to ride all the way to the chapel. Let you
The bell,
all over me.
nice touch.
It's not a bright note, though. It's a sad bell.
There was lots of imagery, just typical biblical imagery about washing away, being clean, white horse, that sort of thing. you know?
We haven't talked a lot today, have we?
No, I know.
I don't think I changed a thing, though.
Yeah. It's just kind of absorbing the music, you know?
It's hitting different than a lot of other stuff. That one also didn't feel 7 minutes until like the very end, when there was a little bit of extra percussion and I'm waiting to talk.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to the one before. It's kind of like indescript trauma that she's singing through, I think. Also, though, the soundscape is really sparse and dark, but she keeps me engaged for 7 minutes in the heaviness. So kudos to her.
I want some variation in the track listing, though, I think.
Yeah.
Because so far it's been 3 tracks in a row that are longer and heavy and dark and brooding that develop over the span of 6 to 7 minutes. That could also just be her style, so I don't know.
But it's funny, she's very popular with the TikTok generation, which you alluded to earlier, being not used to focusing for so long. And here we've got
That's true.
like 21 minutes of very similar imagery, soundscapes, and heaviness.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you watch a show like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, you get all these fight scenes with claws and teeth, and then you break to the cafeteria where there's bright colors and they're eating hot dogs, and you get a little stress relief.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what you were asking for when you said some variation.
Yeah.
I need some I need some CCM.
Yeah.
RN. I love her voice. I love her power. I love that she's working through stuff.
We can move on to track 6, which is Hard Times.
Under the leaves, I'm going on a tear. Lay it on me. Tell me a story about how it ends, where you're still the good guy. I'll make pretend, 'cause I hate this story where happiness ends. In the corner on my birthday, you watch me dancing right there in the grass. I'm tired, still tired.
I like this chorus. I like this chorus. It's a nice chorus.
Been there.
You're gonna have to explain.
To me, it's the same format and energy as the last 3 songs we were talking about. It's a little brighter, more guitar, a little faster pace with the drum beats. So that was nice. The chorus, I'm tired of you, still tied to me. I'm tired of you, too tired to leave. I've felt that way with some situations. I won't go into specifics with them, but being tired of something connected to you, you just want to kind of move away from it. But also, to do so, you have to reinvent yourself. You have to create a new life, which would probably include friends and where you live and everything. That's huge, almost existential. And that feels like what she's talking about there. Like, in order for her to rid herself of this tiredness, she has to completely change her surroundings.
Which is a big deal.
Huge.
It is not easy to do.
The way she has articulated it so simply in that chorus was actually perfect. It's exactly how I felt.
The song itself, you're right, it felt brighter and there were drums. I'm wondering if people watching know if she self-produced this album, because the drums did take me out of it a little bit, because I was like, these sound fake, like they don't sound real. And I'm wondering if she self-produced it and it was on like a laptop or something. The drums just sounded almost like too high in the mix and too robotic to be real. I don't know. That's just took me out of it a little bit. But I like the chorus. It's like a nice song. I eventually got used to them, but at first I was like, these sound different. We're on to track 7, Thoroughfare.
Very thorough.
You fell in love with America. You loved your dad and the love he had for your mother, so
Dad keeps coming up.
you had to get out and go chasing it. So you come with a pistol in my pocket.
It's very
I
cowboy.
didn't trust no one, but you said, baby, don't run. I'll take you anywhere. Lost in it, and yet you found yourself hard pressed for.
I mean, she's a really great storyteller.
Yeah.
Really, really great.
Do you wanna see the West with me?
And a beautiful singer.
'Cause love's out there and I
If my kid wrote a song like this or any of the previous songs, I would feel like a failure as a dad. Like,
She loves a big guitar solo. And they're great. Very feels like a throwback.
Neil Young, specifically. And same with the opening guitars. Felt like Neil Young from Harvest. And this feels like Neil Young after the gold rush. Late 60s. So this is the guy that she was going to follow no matter where in the West from 2 tracks ago. This is the origin story of it. Very Quentin Tarantino, flipping the order of the narrative.
And going back to the same story.
It's really cool. I like him more now than I did 2 tracks ago.
There you go. This one had a little bit more oomph, you know?
Yeah. But I'm starting to think that this whole album's supposed to be sad.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
I just didn't expect it to be as like drawn out, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, I have heard that the religious trauma is kind of the theme of the album. And by that token, it's very indirect.
Yeah. Yeah, because half the songs have about this person.
The West and this guy, yeah. Who's a substitution for daddy. Who could be a substitution for daddy. So the origin of her bad relationships could be one of the daddies.
Or both.
Or all 3.
Yeah. This is a fun little jam out section.
Yeah, and I talked through it. Apologies.
Hey, don't worry, we still have a minute left. I mean, I do like the fact that you pointed out that she's going back to the same story that she's been telling. I do like that from a narrative perspective. I guess I just didn't expect a lot of the songs to be long, sad, have these slow builds and down tempo. I thought there'd be some more variation in like the song. As a songwriter, she's great, like in terms of like the storytelling and the narrative. But the tempo sometimes, for as long as the songs are, can be a little draining.
Real.
4 or 5 songs in a row that are 5+ minutes that are like pretty slow tempo. And maybe that's just what people are into for this album. But I'm kind of surprised that just given how long the songs are, yeah, like what you're saying with the attention span thing.
Your notes excite me because this was recommended by 20-somethings and younger. A lot recommended.
It's a good sign then.
It is a good sign, but it's also not a good sign because when I was their age, I hate when I do this, but I'm doing it. Sugar Ray and Limp Bizkit and those kind of poppy, kind of short, happy, goofy, the world's your acorn song. And here we are, super recommended. This is dark and brooding and sad. And it bothers me that my daughter loved this so much. In terms of what's going on in her mind, if this is cathartic.
I see. From that perspective.
From that perspective, it's beautiful. It's amazing. But like, what's going on in this generation's mind if this is one of the most recommended songs on our channel?
Like from a father perspective. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, or just an old guy who grew up with a different style of music. Like, I don't know. I don't think we had stuff like this.
Well, this is like one subsect. I mean, you probably did.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the perspective.
But it is halfway.
Okay, welcome back to snack time here, and this week I have some leftovers from Christmas, my stocking. These are coal or charbon, and I guess it's black gummies to signify that you've been bad all year. Now, I don't think we've been bad this year.
No, I don't think so.
Do you want some carbon? Not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I was getting scared that it was going to be black licorice. I'm also not a huge gummy guy.
Yeah, we like the chocolate, don't we?
Yeah. Well, this is track 8.
I put too many in.
Track 8 is Gibson Girl.
Gibson Girl? Mm-hmm. That's a style. That's a pre-flapper, turn of the century. Girls wore their hair up big and puffy, and they wore different clothes, and they were kind of like rebellious. It's one of the first rebellious trends of women's fashion in the 1900s, and I love Gibson Girls.
She has the same effect on her vocals on this one as like the first track, I think. They sound treated like slightly electronic, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like Charlie XCX core.
Yeah.
I can't tell if the song is younger her or like current age her. It's happened twice where she's like 9 or 18 or
Yeah. If it feels good, it can't be bad. It's kind of like the
opposite.
opposite of that, because it's, you know, you gotta resist earthly pleasures sort of thing.
Yeah, asceticism.
Mm-hmm. So kind of interesting in that way. I just feel like I bought into a narrative before the album that I'm not getting.
Also, I think being men,
True. Yeah. That's also
if there's a female part of our team, I think we'd have a lot more interesting stuff.
I actually don't know how to pronounce this. If you look at track 9, how do you think you say that?
Ptolemaea.
Ptolemaea?
Yeah, Ptolemy. He's the first one to make a heliocentric Earth model. Not heliocentric, Earth-centric model of the
okay.
solar system. Ptolemy.
Well, this is track 9, Ptolemaea.
I followed you in. I was with you there. I invited you in. Twice I did. You liked the too much. But not like I do. Not like I do. It takes all you love, baby, and leave you.
Those flies?
I don't know. Some ambient weird noise.
You do well to say yes to me.
I almost repeated that line. The voice in the background sounds like Ben Solo with the mask on.
It's a good show.
Well, the subtlety's gone.
That felt like it was like part of the score for like a southern religious horror or something. There's a crazy Cain reference in there too. I don't know if you saw that.
I looked it up. For all my study, I don't remember it, and it's a main part of her lore, the idea that sinfulness is spread through the woman over time.
Right.
You don't grow up with belief, you grow up with religion. So there's a structure put upon you when you're born that confines you and holds you in place rather than simply believing something, pledging allegiance to something.
And I mean, for those who don't know, he's a controversial figure in Genesis. He's the one who killed his brother. So it's kind of like a not normal thing to say, like, blessed be the daughters of Cain. That's not a casual listen. That's like a song that seems like it makes sense in the context of the album, but on its own, it's like, when would that come up? Is it on playlists? You know what I mean? Track 10 is August Underground, but it seems like it's an instrumental. So
Oh, nice. I could use an instrumental.
I'm just reading here that the label it's released on is called Daughters of Cain Records.
Oh. Wow.
Now that I brought up the horror thing, the Southern like Baptist horror movie or whatever, I feel like a lot of this album could be the score for that. I can just picture the music videos already, you know what I mean?
So when she's talking about this deep pain and stuff, she's not just making it up in herself in her own room while she's mixing all these songs together. Like, There's a pattern of systemic abuse inside the church that needs to be talked about, and she's moving this forward.
I think this is another instrumental. This is track 11, Televangelism.
I grew up on this stuff, televangelism.
Stuff is scary, man.
My parents watched it.
That's crazy.
I would watch it with them and kind of be like, hey, what's this? It's a pretty powerful grift. Asking for money for people
Yeah, that's
on your TV program, and then bragging about the jet you have.
it's like reverting to what happened before the Reformation, basically.
Yeah.
Like, it's like we're just going back in time.
Oh, your history teacher is very proud of you right now.
Pretty piano.
Mm-hmm.
Gives that Sunday morning energy.
Yeah. I like it.
It's almost like this beautiful thing is starting to become distorted or something. An analogy, perhaps.
Wow.
Is it controversial to say that was one of my favorite ones?
No, it's not controversial. It actually reminded me of Smashing Pumpkins from The Infinite Sadness. Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness kind of had a similar feeling. It's nice. It's pretty. This is the song I heard.
Track 12, Sun, Bleached Flies. How'd you hear it? From your daughter? Or
Yeah, she played it in the car.
Okay.
It's like, this is Ethel Cain. You should review her. She kept it simple.
Sun bleached flies sitting in the window sill, waiting for the day they escape. What I wouldn't give to be in church this Sunday, listening to the choir so heartfelt, all singing, God loves you, but not enough to save you. So baby girl, good luck taking care of yourself.
She kind of laments the loss of the community, but also talks about how painful the community was at the same time. It's like,
Very real.
this, I forgive it all as it comes back to me. I really want to understand this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Praying for that house in Nebraska.
That house in Nebraska might be her youth. Because dancing, when she was 9, dancing and Sometimes Love Isn't the Way It Should Be, a couple tracks ago, that song. And then they're in the house in Nebraska dancing with all the windows open. It's like this innocence, this youth, this childness.
Yeah, more as like an image of her youth.
I wonder. This song really pulled there's a lot of circle backs in it.
Yeah, it kind of pulled things together.
Yeah. Very tonic, very satisfying. What was it called?
Sun Bleached Flies.
Which, when I heard that metaphor, I thought of the old people in church. That's awful, right? But the ones who have all the answers, who know all the stuff, breathing in that. And then there's that poison, breathing in the poison and poisoning the water. So the sun bleached flies breathe in the poison, whatever that is. And then she called herself as a person who poisons the water and had to be saved or redeemed from the poisoning of the water. I'm like, oh. All these metaphors coming together now. I'm just like, wow. She just it's like she set them up like golf shots all throughout the album, and now she's just driving them, and it's getting me. We walked uphill with her, and now we're.
It's also interesting because it brings back like the '80s kind of vibes from the second song, and this is the second last song.
Really?
Yeah, kind of had similar synth stuff going on, and those like gated reverb drums as well. But yeah, the one line that she kept repeating. If it's meant to be, then it will be.
But that's after she's talking about how she misses being part of it, but she can't go back because it's not what it's supposed to be. So I'm like, what are you saying? I need answers. My first interaction with it, I don't know if I should do this or not, but my first child was set up to be baptized. So the minister came to our house to meet the child and talk about the baptism ceremony. And then I just figured like standard stuff. But he just kept talking about sin, how sinful she was and how we're going to cleanse her of sin and blah, blah, blah. And at first I thought he was joking. And then I realized he wasn't. And I'm like, this is the most perfect thing I've ever witnessed, my child. Like I was still over the moon about it. So I kind of said, okay. Enough now. You know, the sin. I got the sin part. I get it. I heard you. Like, let's talk about what. But he just wouldn't let go. And I ended up like raising my voice at him, and he raised his voice back at me, and the relationship was never the same again. And that was like my first like, whoa moment. It was almost like he was baiting me. That was my first kind of Cain-y experience. The shared experience of living in a community that doesn't have all the answers, doesn't have all the questions, but expects you to behave a very specific way and believe a very specific set of things that aren't always comfortable.
And doesn't have the answers, but pretends that they do.
I digress.
Okay, well, we have the last one. Track 13, Strangers.
Basement, I grow cold, thinking back to what I was always told. Don't talk to strangers or you might fall in love.
Whew. That's what we were just talking about. Yeah.
You devour like smoke over night. How funny, I never considered myself tough. I tried to be good. Am I no good? Am I no good? Am I no good? With my memory restricted to a Polaroid and evidence. I just wanted to be yours. Can I be yours? Can I be yours? Just tell me I'm yours. If I'm turning in your stomach and I'm making you feel sick. Try to be good. Am I no good? Am I no good? Am I no good? With my memory restricted to a Polaroid and evidence. I
one thing I've noticed throughout the entire album, and I shouldn't be starting, I think it's your turn to start, but one thing I've noticed is I'm having a hard time knowing if she's talking about a relationship that she has on earth or a relationship that she has spiritually. And this might be her genius. She might be doing that on purpose to show that the way we frame the relationship with the divine is so human. It's so pedestrian and simplistic and almost kind of like, really?
I feel the same way, because a lot of the reason why I'm kind of confused with the subject matter, thinking it would be one way, is because sometimes it really seems like she's talking about a relationship with someone, but it could very well be on purpose, that showing the similarity between the two.
It was hard. Like, this was a tough album for me to listen to emotionally and spiritually and whatever.
I think I need to listen to it again, but it's also like a undertaking to go through again at the same time. Like, I really like that last song. There's some really lovely parts and these little background vocals that came in and out that were really pretty. She has her palette, she has her tone, you know, she's doing her thing.
I liked the subtlety of it, and I liked how she didn't go on the nose very much, and that I had to work for it, and it made me wonder, because that's what I've been doing my whole life. Because if you grow up in a religion and people are trying to tell you a certain thing, and you have your own mind and free will, you're going to have some kind of trauma. You're going to have those moments where it hurts to be you in this situation. And that's what she's talking about here. Even if you ignore it, it still acknowledges you. It becomes part of your operating system, and it affects everything going forward. Should we go into the rating system?
Yeah. What are you feeling?
Overall, first listen, B+, and not musically, but subject matter. I mean, musically it was pretty and it was good, but to me, this is a really interesting piece, well-timed. It's a work of art rather than a music-y album. And I think with more listens, I'm going to even like it more. So I think what I'm doing is I'm investing in likes early with my B+ rating. But I feel like this thing it's got legs.
I'm feeling similar. I might go B, just because while I like the subject matter, upon first listen, I need to dive into the lyrics more. But musically, for me, the middle was just really, I don't want to say sluggish, but like, it was just down tempo. Not a lot of the memorable melodies were at either end of the album for me. But if that's what I guess that's maybe the appeal for a lot of people for this album. And it might just not be to my taste, which is fair. It's real, and it really puts you in a mood. It's moody. It's dark. Lush instrumentation. Lots of reverb. Incredible vocals throughout the whole thing.
So I'm just saying, your critique of the music being somewhat sluggish in the middle might be worth it, considering the journey we've been taken on. Anyway, should we let our listeners go?
Thanks so much for joining us. If you want the full version, as always, it's on our Patreon, along with other things. Those are our thoughts on Preacher's Daughter by Ethel Cain. We'll probably do another album by her in the future. I know there's a couple.
Thank you for the recommendations. Boy, this one came up a lot, and it was really, really worth the listen.
Thanks for joining us. Until next time, let us know what we should listen to next.
We need more ear candy.
There we go. We didn't have one the whole episode.
I've been waiting.
You saved it. Nice.
Oh, nice. Have a great week.
Yeah. See you later.
Bye.